Welcome, dreamer. You're listening to Evernight Stories, a quiet place for gentle tales and peaceful dreams. Make yourself comfortable. It's time to rest. Before we begin, if these calm moments mean something to you, consider subscribing so the next story finds you easily. Tonight we wander into a quiet orchard at the edge of a small village, a place where autumn has settled softly on every branch, and the world seems to breathe a little slower beneath the fading light. Take a deep breath with me and let the scent of ripe apples and cool evening wind settle gently around you. Here, in this peaceful corner of the world, a fox rests beneath an old apple tree, and an old man tends to his harvest. Two quiet lives sharing the stillness of dusk. The orchard glows under the last warm touch of the setting sun. Leaves in shades of gold, rust, and deep red tremble softly in the breeze, falling now and then in slow, drifting spiral that land without a sound on the mossy earth below. The air carries the sweet aroma of apples, tart, warm, and familiar, mingling with the earthy scent of fallen leaves. Each breath tastes like the memory of every autumn that has ever passed through these hills. Under the largest tree in the orchard, whose branches stretch wide like gentle arms, a small fox lies curled in a neat circle. Its fur glows orange-brown in the fading light. A warm ember nestled in a cradle of roots and grass. The fox's ears twitch with each rustle of wind, but it does not rise. This place is safe. It has returned to this same patch of ground, evening after evening, as if the old apple tree itself were keeping watch over its small, beating heart. Above, a few apples still cling to their branches, round red-gold shapes swaying in the breeze. Now and then, one falls with a soft thud, rolling lazily across the grass before coming to rest near the fox's tail. The orchard is quiet. The day exhales, and the world, for a moment, feels completely at peace. Old Thomas arrives in the orchard just as the sun slips behind the hill. He walks with the steady rhythm of someone who has tended this land for more years than he can easily count. Boots brushing through fallen leaves, hands carrying a wooden basket worn smooth at the edges. His cottage sits only a short distance away, a small, weathered place with smoke drifting gently from the chimney. But every evening, before supper, he comes here, not out of duty, but out of a kind of quiet devotion. He pauses beneath the apple tree, the one that has stood longer than any other in the orchard. Its branches curve above him like the ribs of an old cathedral, and its fruit, even in late season, holds a warmth that reminds him of childhood kitchens and the laughter of people who are no longer here. At the base of the tree, the fox lifts its head. Its eyes, deep, curious amber, meet his for a brief moment before it settles again, as if to say it recognizes him, as if it has been waiting. Thomas never approaches too close. He respects the fox's quiet circle of safety. Instead, he chooses the same spot every evening, a low, smooth stone, a few feet away. From there, he begins to pick the day's last apples, placing them gently into his basket, letting the calm of the orchard seep into his bones. He glances at the fox and murmurs, "Evening, little Ember." The fox's tail flicks once in response, and together, old man and wild creature, they settle into the soft hush of dusk. A gentle breeze moves through the orchard, and one of the highest apples, a bright red one, lets go of its branch. It falls in a slow, unhurried arc, turning once in the air before landing on the soft grass with a muted thump. The fox stirs, its ears perk, its eyes blink open, deep amber catching the last of the fading light. The apple rolls a little, just enough to come to rest, right beside the fox's paw. Ember watches it quietly, nose twitching once, twice, as though considering the gentle offering. Old Thomas stops mid-reach, one hand still hovering near a branch. He doesn't move closer. He just watches, a faint smile warming the lines around his eyes. For a moment, fox and man meet each other's gaze, a quiet, wordless agreement that neither intends harm. Thomas murmurs softly, his voice barely louder than the breeze, "If you're hungry, little one, go on." The fox lowers its head and nudges the apple with its nose. A small trust, born in the calm of an autumn dusk. The fox nudges the apple again, this time with a little more curiosity. Its teeth graze the skin lightly, and the crisp sound of that tiny bite echoes softly through the orchard. Thomas chuckles under his breath. It is not a laugh meant to be heard, just a warm sound carried away by the wind. He lowers himself onto the smooth stone near the tree, the basket of apples resting by his feet. Good, good, he murmurs, as if speaking to an old friend. No need to hurry. The fox shifts its weight, glancing at him with a mixture of caution and calm. But Thomas keeps his gaze gentle, never lingering too long, never leaning forward. He knows trust is a delicate thing, like a ripe apple that bruises with the slightest pressure. Leaves fall around them in slow spirals, brushing Thomas's sleeve, landing softly on the fox's back. One leaf settles there, a golden maple leaf resting like a tiny crown. The fox twitches once, then lets it stay. Thomas smiles. "A fine look for you," he whispers. The breeze carries the scent of apples and the faintest trace of wood smoke from the cottage chimney far behind them. For a few moments, neither of them moves. They simply share the space beneath the tree. Old man, wild fox, both held gently in the cradle of an autumn evening. There are no steps toward each other, no reaching out, no expectation, only a quiet companionship, soft as the fading light. The orchard settles deeper into evening, as though every leaf, every trunk, every quiet corner is exhaling at the same slow pace. Thomas leans back slightly on the stone, feeling its coolness seep through the fabric of his coat. The fox lowers its head again, bite by delicate bite, savoring the apple with small, crisp sounds that seem to fit perfectly into the hush around them. A soft wind drifts through the branches, carrying with it the scent of ripe apples, sweet, sharp, and faintly floral. It's a scent old as the orchard itself, a scent Thomas could recognize with his eyes closed, autumn distilled into something warm enough to reach the heart. Above them, the sky shifts. Blue deepens to soft violet, and the first hint of dusk appears like watercolor, spreading gently across a quiet page. Light filters through the thinning leaves, casting dappled patterns on the ground, patches of gold, shadow, amber, and soft green, dancing quietly on the fox's fur. Thomas watches as the fox's side rises and falls in slow, even breaths. There is something peaceful in the simplicity of it, the rhythm steady and unhurried. He can almost feel his own breath matching it, a gradual sinking, like two strings tuned to the same quiet note. He picks up an apple, turns it in his hand. The skin is cool, smooth with a faint waxy sheen. He presses his thumb gently into the surface and feels the firmness beneath. A small memory drifts through him of being a boy helping his mother gather apples into the old straw basket that squeaked when he carried it. He remembers her hands, weathered but gentle, guiding his own as she taught him how to twist the apple just right, so it came away clean, stem still intact. The thought brings a soft ache, but not an unwelcome one. Memories, he thinks, are simply old apples, some sweet, some bittersweet, but all part of the same orchard inside us. He looks toward the fox again. Its ears flick once at the sound of distant birds, but it stays settled, paws tucked neatly beneath its chest. A gust of wind sends a shower of leaves drifting down. One brushes Thomas's cheek before floating away. Another lands gently on the fox's back, where it stays for a moment before sliding off and settling into the grass. The world feels suspended, not frozen, not still, just slowed, as if time itself has chosen to sit beside them under the tree. Thomas inhales. The air tastes of cool earth, the sweetness of apples, and a faint hint of chimney smoke from his cottage in the distance. The smoke tells him the fire he lit earlier is settling nicely, crackling softly in an empty room that waits without hurry for his quiet return. A pair of late-season songbirds flutter into the branches above. Their wings rustle gently through the leaves before they settle and begin to chirp. Not a full song, just small, testing notes that weave themselves into the evening. The fox lifts its head, listening, ears turning slightly. Then, satisfied, it lowers its chin back onto its paws. Thomas does the same in his own way. He relaxes further into the stone, feeling the weight of the day roll slowly off his shoulders. Not all at once, but in soft contours that leave room for rest. He closes his eyes for a moment, letting the sounds of the orchard wash over him. The wind, sighing through the branches. The faint rustle of leaves shifting on the ground. The tiny clicks of the fox nibbling on the apple's flesh. The small tap, tap, tap of other fruit dropping in the distance. When he opens his eyes, the colors around him have deepened. The gold of sunset has turned to honey amber, then to a muted copper that seems to glow softly from within the orchard itself. The fox's fur looks richer in this light, like a burning ember nestled in a bed of moss. "You're a pretty one," he whispers, not to be heard, just to acknowledge what is already obvious. The fox lifts its eyes. In their amber depths, the fading daylight reflects in a soft, shimmering glint. Not fear, not caution, just awareness. As if it knows this old man means no harm, and that the space between them is a safe place to rest. Thomas shifts slightly, pulling his coat closer around his chest as the wind grows cooler. The orchard responds in kind, air thinning, sounds softening, shadows lengthening. Even the apple trees seem to quiet their branches, as though preparing themselves for night. Another memory surfaces, this one of his dog from years ago, a gentle creature with white paws, who used to follow him through the orchard and lie beside him beneath this very tree. He remembers its warmth, its steady breathing, the way it trusted him without question. He glances at the fox, and though the creature is wild, unclaimed, untamed, something of that feeling returns. A companionship formed not from ownership, but from two lives choosing, just for a moment, to rest near each other. He lets that feeling spread, like warmth radiating outward from a small flame. No need to hold it tightly, just let it be. The wind shifts again, and a cluster of apples higher up thumps softly into the grass. The fox's ears perk, but it does not rise. It simply shifts its tail, curling it closer around its body. Thomas smiles. Yes, stay a while. The evening deepens. Colors soften. The orchard sways in slow motion. And beneath the old apple tree, two quiet souls remain, held in the gentle, timeless rhythm of an autumn dusk. As the light thins into the cool blue of early night, Thomas feels something soften inside him. A small warmth, steady and familiar, like the ember glow of a fire just before it settles into coals. He watches the fox finish the last bite of its apple and curl itself a little tighter beneath the tree. The creature does not look toward him this time. It simply rests comfortably, as though his presence is no longer a question, but a quiet certainty. And suddenly, Thomas understands. The fox hasn't come all these evenings because of apples, or shade, or habit. It comes because the orchard, this tree, this hour, this shared silence feels safe, just as it feels safe to him. He realizes how long it has been since he last shared space with another living soul in such an easy, wordless way, not expecting anything, not explaining anything, just existing gently beside another heartbeat. We're both just looking for a quiet place to be, he murmurs, his voice soft as the drifting leaves. The fox's ear twitches, as if agreeing, and the warmth inside him settles a little deeper. A little while later, soft footsteps approach along the narrow path that winds past the orchard. Thomas glances up to see a small child from the village, coat a bit too big, hands tucked into its sleeves, eyes wide with evening wonder. The child slows when they reach the tree, not wanting to disturb the quiet scene beneath it. Their gaze moves from Thomas to the fox resting at his feet, and their face brightens with a smile so pure it seems to warm the air. I won't come closer, the child whispers, as though speaking too loudly might break the spell of the moment. Ember lifts its head for a brief second, blinks once, then settles again. The child giggles softly, a sound light as falling leaves, before continuing down the path, carrying a little piece of the orchard's calm with them. The sky deepens into a soft indigo, the kind that gently blurs the edges of the orchard, until everything feels closer, quieter, wrapped in the same cool breath of evening. The last golden threads of daylight fade through the branches, catching briefly on the fox's fur before disappearing into the blue. Ember shifts, curling tighter beneath the tree, its tail wrapping around its small body like a warm scarf of rust-colored flame. Thomas pulls his coat a little closer as well, though the chill doesn't bother him much. The peacefulness of the orchard acts like its own kind of warmth, a slow settling, a gentle reminder that the day has done all it needed to do. The scent of apples grows fuller as the air cools, rich and sweet, drifting around them like a quiet lullaby. Somewhere farther in the orchard, a single apple falls with a muted sound, rolling softly through the grass before coming to rest in the stillness. Crickets begin their night song, thin, steady notes that weave through the crisp leaves and rise into the cooling sky. Their rhythm is slow, measured, perfectly in tune with the fox's steady breathing and the calm beating of Thomas's heart. He leans back against the trunk, letting the rough bark press gently into his shoulders. Above him, the first stars appear, faint, silver pinpricks, glimmering through the thinning canopy. The world grows dim, the orchard grows quiet, and all around them, night settles like a soft blanket, drawn carefully over weary eyes. Thomas sighs, long and slow, settling deeper into the earth. Beside him, Ember does the same. Nothing to do now, nothing to hold, just rest. Night settles fully over the orchard, soft and complete. Silver light from a rising moon filters through the thinning branches, casting gentle patterns across the grass. Ember sleeps now, a small warm shape curled beneath the roots of the old apple tree, its breath slow and steady, beneath a blanket of fallen leaves. Thomas closes his eyes as well, leaning against the sturdy trunk, feeling the quiet weight of the day melt into the cool earth below him. The air is still. The world is calm. Nothing stirs but the whisper of distant crickets and the soft hum of night. Rest well, little one, he murmurs. And the orchard drifts softly into dreams.